discussion at the end of this session. So here's where we have seen as a summary of about 250 people. Let's just pause for a moment to say that productivity is actually a benefit and a barrier, and it really depends on who you ask. If you're asking a young professional, a young millennial, they're almost always going to say it's a benefit. If you're asking an older worker, they're gonna be fearful that individuals are going to spend a lot of time on social networks and not do their work, and they need to be really moved to the point that collaborating is now part of everyone's job. A couple of reflections on the next slide on social learning adoption that I've seen over the last year and a half. Knowledge sharing continues to be one of the big benefits, but beware here. If that's the only benefit, it might result in poor adoption. The most important, the most successful firms link adoption of social learning to hard business goals. And there was an example in the book from Cerner Corporation, which had a very specific business goal to move to social learning, and that was to be able to dramatically decrease the cycle time between the discovery and the adoption of new products and services. And this drove the entire creation of their social network called UCERN, which became an enterprise-wide social collaboration and a new way of working. So the linking of a business goal is really the strongest with successful firms. The second, the focus on key strategies. A lot of times it's very specific, increasing innovation like Cerner, improving win rates among salespeople globally. So really being very prescriptive, another increasing onboarding among new hires globally. Try to think of metrics away, moving metrics from just usage to achievement of some of these business drivers, right? The next one, have a top-down and bottom-up involvement. So it's not just enough for the pilot group to be adopting these tools, but really try to build them into the workflow. So you're going to see from Glenn and from other organizations where in many cases individuals are reporting their progress on discussion boards, and that's how people are really understanding what their progress is in different areas.